And welcome in, everybody. All right, ready to get underway. And now the center fielder, Mike Trout. Laced into left. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 100.
Trout on the move.
Ball,
pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. He sends it out of here. And now they're out front. It's 2-0.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First offering misses badly for ball one. Chris, it's a lot easier to talk about the travel in the GBL instead of actually dealing with it. Some of these road trips, swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one is off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Abreu makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Yeah, the Lima-Tokyo combination, that's pretty rough. That flight eats up more miles than flying from San Francisco to New York, back to San Francisco, and then back to New York.
Thanks. That didn't make me feel any better.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early.
Makes the grab for the second out.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Willie McCovey at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Oh, right to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Heads up base running right there.
That one lifted to left. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jimmy Rollins. And that one clips the corner. Chris, the GBL is different for a lot of reasons. And one of those reasons is having only 8 teams in the league. How does that impact these teams?
Well, I think it changes a lot of things for these hitters. Most obvious difference is you get really used to seeing these other pitchers, and it's not like they're running through a pitching book with 30 different teams anymore.
Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Scott Rowland, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. So who does it help more, the pitchers or the hitters?
I think it helps the hitters because they become more familiar with the pitcher's stuff. The shortened schedule, It doesn't help, though, and that cuts into the amount of at-bats they get. So the GBL, it's just a different beast, Boog.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about fans, another, and that's... Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Orion Kirkering. Will Smith, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. That one the other way. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. Still slings it to second, and he's into second with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Trout. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Man at second. Out to short. Rollins. They put the tag on him to Howard, and they turn 2. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. He's already homered here in this one.
Rollins.
And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh running hard. Flashes the leather on the run. Bottom of the second. Digging in, Jim Thome. Inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. And it's strike 2.
0-2.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And now here is Bobby Abreu. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat.
3.
Got him. And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Now pitching.
We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Tim Mesa. Out to short. Rollins. Zips it to first, and they get the out on Jones. And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Marsh makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Carlos Beltran getting ready to hit. Flied to right his first time. That one found hard the other way. In the air, right field, Abreu. Nabs it, and that is back here at Wales Park. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
The left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Luzardo back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1 is the count.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard. Throw to third. Safe. And runners at the corners to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle.
Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The runner from third comes across as they get one back. It's an RBI single. It's 4-1. And now Chase Utley. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's his
cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Tying run at the plate. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Howard. First pitch, and he just misses. Down the line. Beltran on the move. And that'll do it. 4-1. The batter now, Mike Trout. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not.
Trout on the move. There's the ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Check on the runner, and diving back is Trout.
Yeah, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can.
Runner goes again. Strike in there. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. Here's the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game. Chipper on the move. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Runner on the go again. The other way. Slings to first. Schwarber out of the play. So digging in, Carlos Beltran. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in to score from second, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
In half up to hit. Runner breaks for third. That one ripped right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone. So runner at second, 2 down. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. He circles the bases. It's 5-zip. And now it's going to be Willie McCovey. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. The pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Romano.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
Ball one,
no strikes.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And a swing and a miss.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Heading down the line, Abreu on the move. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 7-0.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here's Mike Trout. Out towards right center field. Abreu on his way over and makes the grab. And now the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. There's a swing and a drive. Ranging back. That one is gone. And they're on the board. It's 7-1. Chase Utley will hit next. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gets it to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Howard. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. A little bit low.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Swing and a miss. Back inside Wells Park. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Jimmy Rollins. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Jones takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And that is out of play. Man at second. In the air, left field. Marsh makes the play. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. So now here's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. And they add a couple more. It's 9-1.
Now
Tanner
pitching.
Banks gets the ball
Tanner.
now. He's into the game with the bases empty. And first offering is fouled off. That one missing
ball,
inside. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 11-1. Next to hit, Willie McCovey. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. They go back-to-back. It's 12-1.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Orion Kerkering comes on now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these
throws to first in time. So now the DH spot, Jim Thome. And there's a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Tipped into the mid, strike three. Here comes Real Muto. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. And they get the out. Bobby Abreu in the box with two gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Next pitch is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards, so we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
That one ripped. That's back. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
So up next, Jimmy Rollins. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. A shot to the opposite field. It's 13-1. Chipper Jones digs in now. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. Another one. Back-to-back homers. and they add a run. It's 14-1.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Now pitching.
Well, new pitcher will be the lefty Matt Strahm.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Schwarber now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. He flexes his power with that swing. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 15-1.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. And there's a foul ball.
Strahm has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
To first, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Just missed. That one's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
2 straight.
Grounds one to short. Rollins fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth.
And now Bader up to the plate. That one's in there. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
1 out, base is empty. Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining.
Batter number 11.
Now it's the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. They're down to their final strike. This could end it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well.
All right, ready to go here. And now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Fought off foul.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Swinging a foul straight back. 1 out, bases empty.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Juan Soto now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Back here at Coors Field and getting to start, Garrett Crochet.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a chopper out to short. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jimmy Rollins. Back to the mound. He's got it. Fires over to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Chipper Jones. On the ground, right side. Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first. And back here in Denver, Jose Altuve up to hit here. Ball 1 there.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one missing low.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
To the right side, McCovey. He takes it on his own and quickly 1 away in the second. And here is Kyle Stowers. In there, and it's 0-1.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
1 down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Lindor. Now pitching. Adrian Morejon.
That one at the knees for a strike. Next pitch is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. And a base hit up the middle.
All over that one right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
That clips the corner.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Struck him out looking. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Kyle Schwarber.
The designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Crochet back to work. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Here's the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Waste no time there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long. And
Garrett Whitlock into the game.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Base hit! And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
In half up to hit. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Now this is a rocket to left. One runs in, and it hits the base of the wall. Run comes in from second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Gets him on the board first, coming through with 2 RBIs on that swing. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-0. Man at first, nobody out. Now it's going to be Willie McCovey. There goes the runner. And first offering is fouled off. Marte gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now back-to-back singles. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Swing and a pop-up. Kurtz settles under it. And there's one away. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Oh, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
This one in the dirt. But no advance from the runners. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. And it's fouled away. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball.
1 ball.
You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
That one misses, and it's 2-2. breaking ball misses outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one hammered center field. Going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. And we're back onto the third inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Drake Baldwin.
Now pitching, Andrew Miller.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Gets the catcher by a step. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
We talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
On to McCovey, and they're down to their last out. Ramirez at the plate now. That's ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
They're down to their final strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. A shutout in this one. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. Just about to get started. Today's starting pitcher, Christopher Sanchez. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Jose Ramirez stands in now and watches strike one. Just missed. Swings through that one for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's Juan Soto. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs. Fans another, and that's. Here's Mike Trout. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one back. Adios, pelota. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. For Joe Ryan, the journey's so interesting when you think of a guy who started his college career at Cal State Northridge and then ultimately transferred to a Division II school, Cal State Stanislaus. There's a swing and a miss. It was out of Cal State Stanislaus that he was a 7th-round pick by the Rays, and then eventually got a chance to make his way through the Rays system and then was dealt for Nelson Cruz to the Minnesota Twins. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Baldwin makes the play, and there's one
Batting
down.
third, the third
So
baseman,
digging in, Chipper Jones.
Jones.
Up the middle, Lindor throws to first, and they get the out on
Batting
Jones.
fourth, the designated
Two down,
hitter,
bases
Kyle
empty, and Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Schwarber.
Pitch misses
Ball one.
there, and that's ball one. In the air, left field. Stowers sizes this one up, brings it in, and welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve, right through there for a strike. Rip towards third. Zips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
On the ground. And a base hit.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Francisco Lindor in the box, lays off for ball one.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Nick Kurtz swings through it for strike one. Right side, down the line, and it's foul.
Big situation right here. You got some speed over there at first base. He represents the tying.
He locked him up. Back now, and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second. Dennis Santana.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to.
Oh, look at this. To first, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Batting fifth,
I love the fact that the
fielder,
pitcher didn't
Ian.
become a spectator on this play.
Yeah.
Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down, and if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
Ian Happ up to hit. That's in for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Ketel Marte. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put, and there are 2 outs. Next to hit, Willie McCovey.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Santana, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. 0-2 now.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Handles, throws to first. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Now pitching.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Dennis Eckersley.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Popped up. Rollins squeezes it, and there's one down. And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining. Tatis swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. Got him. That's the ball game. The final.
you